You were watching a professional baseball game between the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals. Barry Bonds stepped up to the plate with a chance to beat the all-time home run record previously held by Hank Aaron. You were watching every pitch, hoping the moment will come when all of a sudden a loud crack of the bat is heard through the television. The ball is hit into the air. Has he finally beaten the record? Has he finally hit number 756? You were screaming and yelling at your home, thinking that he could go down as the greatest baseball player to ever live. But what if I told you not everyone thinks he deserves all this praise? That he will not go down as one of the greatest to play and will not be in the Hall of Fame? Today I want you to realize that Barry Bonds deserves to be in the Professional Baseball Hall of Fame. This whole class has had someone that they look up to and believe to be a great person that deserves to be recognized, which all of you said in the survey. So for someone in a professional sport that people look up to not get any recognition would be crazy. Through my research and personal experience, I have the info and resources that show you Barry Bonds deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, even though he used steroids. Today I'm going to talk to you about the problem with the Hall of Fame committee and how we can fix this problem by voting for Barry Bonds to be in the Hall of Fame with the public vote in the Hall of Fame. Now that I've told you what I'm going to talk about overall, I'm going to tell you who Barry Bonds is and what he has done for the sport of baseball. There's a problem with the amount of people that do not know who Barry Bonds is or what he has done for the sport of baseball. When it comes to professional sports, people lack the knowledge of who was the best and who did the most for the sport. According to an article written by Jonathan Bernhardt on sportsonearth.com, Barry Bonds is the best baseball player to play the sport of baseball. Barry Bonds played for the San Francisco Giants and the Pittsburgh Pirates in his long career, setting many records along the way, with the most notable being the all-time home run record. He has more awards than we could count, with 3 NL MVPs, 12 Silver Sluggers, 8 Gold Gloves, and 2 batting titles, yet he is still not in the Hall of Fame. According to an article written by Bob Nightingale on USAtoday.com, Barry Bonds believes he is a Hall of Famer even though he used steroids in part of his career. Steroids can help boost your level of play if used correctly, but in Bonds' case, he only used it in part of his career. In the portion of his career where he didn't use steroids, he was still a dominating Hall of Famer caliber hitter. With his dream of being in the Hall of Fame so close, will we allow this man to be in or keep him out forever? Now that I have told you who Barry Bonds is, I'm going to tell you the problem with how we think about players who cheat and the problem we have with voting for the Hall of Fame. There is a problem with how many people don't believe he is a Hall of Famer and the role model for children to watch and learn how to play baseball. Many people lack the knowledge about how hard it is to play baseball and what it takes to be a Hall of Famer. According to an article written by Tamara Gage called Hall of Fame Eligibility Should Not Be Affected by Off-Field Activities, the things players do off the field should not keep them from being Hall of Famers, whether it is steroids or gambling. Steroids can give a boost in performance, but with how difficult baseball is, you must be good at baseball in the first place to do good in the sport. How these players play on the field should be the only determining factor due to how difficult of a sport it is. According to an article written by Mike Axisa from CBSSports.com, people's opinions on cheating in baseball are starting to change. People are realizing players such as Bonds should be allowed in the Hall of Fame due to the amount of success he had on the field. His career was filled with success from the start to finish, even when he wasn't using steroids. People will always know he cheated, but the fact is that the success on the field was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that we must appreciate by putting him into the Hall of Fame. The people in the Hall of Fame committee for baseball are voting incorrectly and for the wrong reasons. According to everyone in this class, you all have never watched the Hall of Fame ceremonies and don't know how they are voted on. According to an article written by Barry Slurva from the WashingtonPost.com, the baseball committee takes advantage of people not knowing the process of voting so they can pick and choose who they want. There really are no set criteria for the Hall of Fame, and if they see someone as a cheater, they will keep them out of the Hall of Fame forever. According to about 5 of you in the class, Barry Bonds should be recognized as a Hall of Famer after knowing the many details about his steroid use. According to an article written by Mike Axisa with CBSSports.com, the public vote for Barry Bonds to get into the Hall of Fame has risen by over 50% in the past 4 years. This proves that the vote of the committee should not matter anymore, and it should be based off the public vote and their point of view. Now that I've told you the problem with the voting process for the Hall of Fame, I'm going to give you a solution to the problem. The solution to this problem is not to go away from the voting process altogether, but instead change who does the voting and how many people can vote at one time. There are certain types of criteria people need to look at when they vote for the Hall of Fame. According to an article written by Harvey Araton with NewYorkTimes.com, they should vote in on their on-field success, the amount of World Series they win, and the stats they have. Anything else off the field should not keep them from gaining access to the greatest home, the Hall of Fame. According to an article written by Dieter Kurtenbach with MercuryNews.com, the real reason Bonds is not in the Hall of Fame is because of the committee having hatred for him due to his steroid use. His steroid use came way later in his career, and he already had a successful career without that, which deserves for him to be put in the Hall of Fame. The committee does not see this and keep pushing him out while the public vote continues to rise for Barry Bonds to get in, which is why the public should vote for the Hall of Fame instead of the committee. It allows for better ratings for the ceremonies, being able to see the best and brightest stars of our generation, no matter what they did off the field in the Hall of Fame. Now that I've told you about the solution to this problem, I'm going to review what I just said and put in perspective for you how you can take action. This change in the voting committee and who votes will allow for so many more favorite players like Bonds to get into the Hall. It is very simple to change this by going to the committee with full force with fan mail and votes to change how we vote for the Hall of Fame. All you can do is to continue to vote for Bonds in the public vote, and things will begin to change because they will see what is wrong in their voting process when the public wants one thing and a few people want the other. The few people need to see that change is necessary. To achieve this type of easier and truthful voting, start today. The next time you have a chance to vote for the Hall of Fame in baseball, take advantage and use it to your advantage to see Bonds in the Hall of Fame.